Robotic Process Automation, or RPA, is the application of technology that allows employees in a company to configure computer software or robots to capture and interpret existing applications for processing transactions, manipulating data, triggering responses, and communicating with other digital systems. In simple words, humans used to do a lot of the manual work, and now the bots have taken over. We're going to ask some people what's the first thing that comes to their mind when they hear the word automation.
Corporate culture. Saving cost. Quick. Process efficiency.
We'll be doing most of analyst work now rather than copy pasting things.
RPA.
Today we bring to you 3 automation success stories from Bangalore from the areas of wholesale lending operations, retail lending operations and wealth operations. But first, let's hear from the experts where we're at.
RPA journey in Bangalore started in December 2014. It's been 18 months since then, and we have come a long way. We have around 300 processes which have identified automatable opportunities, of which 150 are in various stages of development, giving us more than 400 bots and approximately around 220 FTE capacity creation. We also have 600 to 650 licenses available or implemented actually across the bank. Since the journey started, we have been able to support other hubs in creating their own capability, and also the other regions like Indonesia, Singapore, and Taiwan. And guess what? The journey has just begun.
Audit certificates is where the most complex development in RPA has taken place. 50 people used to work in this team each year. Now the number is down to 21, as 8 software robots have stepped in to carry the rest of the load.
I manage the audit certificate team. My team provides financial statement to our customers primarily during the quarterly, half-yearly and annual season, and annual being the busiest period. Preparing an audit certificate is quite complex because it involves accessing 11 reports, 6 applications, and we don't have a common customer identifier, which is an added challenge. My world as a manager before the bots were introduced were quite challenging. We spent a significant amount of time in shortlisting and onboarding contract staff. My SME spent a lot of time in training them and ensuring the staff attain proficiency. This also resulted in significant amount of rework, retraining, resulting in high number of hours of overtime. Post-automation, there has been a visible change, and some of the key benefits are 60% of our volumes has been automated. We do not hire temporary staff at all. This has resulted in a drop in our training time and overtime, and our level of accuracy has dramatically improved.
Post-implementation of automation, now I am able to engage myself in learning new complex processes, which adds value to my career. Also, the effort of checking is lesser as the output from bots is a lot more accurate.
Automation has helped us significantly improve quality and turnaround time, improving customer experiences. End-to-end processing time for Australian audit certificate process has improved from about 15 to 20 days in the past to 6 to 7 days currently. We've also been able to leverage automation successfully in other areas, for instance, audit certificates for the New Zealand region, as well as automating letter of offer process for merchants.
At IIB, we were one of the early adopters of robotics process automation, and we took on some seriously challenging and cumbersome processes to automate. We actually ended up with automating over 50 processes across trade finance, FIO, wholesale lending, and payments and cash operations. This year, of course, the focus is to move on even faster at this and try and accommodate another 70 to 80 processes, which will get another 125 robots on the floor. In addition, we are also working very closely with other hubs in ANZ as well as other countries in the bank to make sure we can share some of these successes across the other parts of the bank.
This team of 10 used to be 20 before 7 software robots came along. The rollover in team is responsible for consolidating monies for customers from various financial institutions into ANZ.
As a team leader, we had a lot of challenges before automation. Rollover have an aggressive 3-day legislative turnaround time, coupled with fluctuating volumes. On an average, we processed 20,000 transactions in a month. This made it very difficult to resource on a high volume period.
The outcome post-automation: 70% of total volume automated, 50% reduction in customer turnaround time, increase in accuracy, and error-free processing.
The bots have taken over all the straight-through processing. As an employee, this has helped me and my team to dedicate more time in upskilling and cross-skilling to enhance our complex processing skills. I used to do a lot of overtime to cover these volumes. Now that I get home early, I get to trouble my mom to make me yummy food, and you can see the result. Happy me!
On an average, every month, my team would receive about 10 customer complaints and escalations. Post-automation, I'm so proud to say that now we have 0 customer complaints.
Wealth Operations overall has 24 bots working on 17 processes. The plan is to automate 36 processes by the end of this year, resulting in a capacity creation of about 40 FTE. The Home Loan Fulfillment Drawdown team supports the drawdown of settlement and non-settlement applications. There's been a capacity creation of 4 FTE after the robots were introduced.
Being a manager for the drawdown team, my average volume was 450 per day, and during the peak period, it used to spike up to 300% on a daily basis. With the tight SLA of 4 hours and the system constraint, I used to manage this volume with more number of overtime and borrowing resources from other departments. However, due to implementation of the automations, it has helped me churning out 60% of the volume, resulting in reduction of the overtime and borrowing resources. Given that we are the end team in the mortgage cycle, we play a very vital role in dispersing funds to the customer account. Due to implementation of this automation, the accuracy level have increased.
Being an SME, I used to perform a lot of quality checks and handle customer complaints. And after implementation of automation control, we have able to avoid negative customer impact and also financial exposure.
As an employee, I spend more time on process improvement and less time on monotonous work. Therefore, it's reduced my stress and control my BP.
We're going to close with final comments from the man driving the entire automation agenda in Bengaluru, Vijay Verghese. Vijay, any closing comments? What does the future look like?
2016 has been a great year so far. We have made a lot of changes and we now have a model right. In 2017, we would like to make this program more scalable and stable. And we want to roll this out to all the countries that we have currently. What we also would like to do is, we would like to make this a better governed process with the right kind of IT support. And I'm excited to see 2017 coming.
I'm going to wish you all the best with everything, and thank you guys for watching.